what we talking about today is being real, keeping it gangster, and going hard, right? It's a big difference between going hard and keeping it gangster. And we use the word gangster loosely, you know. Um, I grew up in the era. We watched a lot of gangster flicks. We watched a lot of Italian movies, and these was the people who portrayed themselves as gangsters. These was the people who we kind of identified and wanted to be like. We kind of found ourselves trying to project these images of the people that we seen on the screen, and it was mainly because of how organized they were and what they represented. They actually represented something. It's like, you mess with my family, it's on. You disrespect the women in my family, it's on. You try to, hurt my family, it's on. You know, we, I'm out here and I'm breaking the law, but so is the police, and this money going back to the family, and it's organized, and it's like, if you step across that line and you try to get in my business, La Familia and all this stuff is on and popping. You know what I mean? And they call that way of living, that La Familia, that way of, we have our own society, of our own way of doing things structurally. We call that gangster. We call those particular guys gangsters, because we only really paid attention to how they would crush anything that got in their way. But the important part, we also took the heart, which is not being taken to heart these days. They took care of each other. It was about family. It was no women, no kids. You know what I'm saying? Everything is orchestrated in a certain kind of mannerism, and it's like, you gotta get permission to do weird stuff. It's like, so you had to go to people that was older and ask them for their advice, or for their hand in it, which, should I do this or should I do it? How does this affect the people around me? You know what I'm saying? This person done this, they done that. You know what I'm saying? Is it basically like holding court? So it had order. It was just. And, only the people who played the game was the people who got put out the game. It wasn't people that's not in the game getting put out the game. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of us, missed them books and movies and reading and studying up on these characters, and we just glamorize the money. We just get caught in the money. We don't recognize the art or the design of, that makes the machine work, right? What we do is we pay attention to, oh yeah, you mess with me, I'm gonna get that's just different, right? You got a lot of dudes these days that's going hard. Going hard means, you step on my shoe, I knock your head loose. You know what I'm saying? They disrespectful to mother. They disrespectful to child. They disrespectful to women. They running around with no understanding of how the system works. And I'm not talking about the government. I'm talking about whatever system or thing that they do. Like, it's like, it's no support. It's no love. It's no loyalty. It's no just. It's no humanity. It's just shoot your gun, shoot your gun, shoot your gun, right? I'm not foreign to that particular lifestyle. You know what I mean? But things have to kind of change, because going hard ain't part of the game. Going hard is playing football without a team. It's like, you can't play throwback tackle by yourself, man. That's what you're doing, man. This is an organized sport. This is an organized life. Is organized, man. Going hard is recklessness. It's like, it's scary, because for real, you jump out there way farther than what you really willing to go. You jump out there and you let your mouth dictate your actions, and you don't have nobody of like a higher hierarchy or to say, youngin, chill out. That ain't. It's a time and it's a place for everything. Believe me, it is, right? But this is neither the time nor the place. And when you don't have that type of leadership or that type of respect, where you'll take a person who been through what you going through, or have been through, or still going through what you're going through, and they have the leadership qualities, to say that they should be some type of leader because of being around a situation, meaning they should have, like, it's a time and a place for everything. Like I'm saying, like, a dude step on your shoe, let that be. Somebody rape your sister, man, put 100 joints in their face. I mean, and like, man, and that's the other thing about it, right? Going hard, you get the little street credibility of, like, yeah, you're a movement within yourself, right? But a lot of ways that you move is so wrong that when you get locked up, you can't really stand to be locked up, because you recognize how stupid, meaning lack of thought, that you put into that effort. You know what I mean? Like, you don't be a martyr. You be like a problem that's solved when you go to jail. And the first person solves that problem with it is you with yourself. Like, damn, that was dumb, right? When you keeping it per se gangster, right? Look at his face expression. This how you do your time. With no regret. Because, like, if somebody rape somebody in your family and you empty the clip in his face, reload that joint 2 more times and dump everything in him, spit on him, I'm not saying that all of that's just. I'm really not saying that, but you could live with the fact of what you done, man. And that time ain't really time. It's like, man, yeah, I kept it gangster. Like, you mess with mine, this what happened. Like, we protect our women. We respect our women. We protect our kids. We respect our kids. We have a respect for ourselves. If you watch some of these gangster movies, right, some of these was the most charismatic gentlemen that you ever seen. They had mannerism that was impeccable. They opened doors. You know what I'm saying? They had respect for people who was in authority over them. So you can't just jump to the last scene in the movie when the dude getting shot with the Tommy gun and like, oh, this man, rewind you missed the whole movie, brother, sisters, you missed it. Which brings up the point of keeping it real, like being real, right? A lot of times you gotta recognize that being real ain't something that somebody can validate for you. It's something that you have to first, I guess, validate with yourself. Like, a lot of times you could walk away from things and let things be, but you gotta be real with yourself. You gotta think before you do stuff. Like, is it really worth it? What do I stand to gain? It's like you came in this world by yourself, right? And you're going to leave this world by yourself, right? But while you here, what's important is quality of life. How you spend your life is just important as, being that boss in your own life and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, quality of life, how you spend it, how you treat people, your character. Keeping it real goes way outside of like how you personally feel about yourself. It's like how you feel about your kids. Like, keep it real. If you keep it real, you got a son. This dude walked past you, you know what I'm saying, early in the day. He looked at you funny, whatever sparks the interest to make y'all dudes do what y'all do. 'Cause it's so easy to get y'all to pull a gun now. So I don't really, we was built a little different. Like, we might laugh at the thing. Like, that dude was funny. He don't even know what could happen to him. Like, we can give him a pass. You feel me? Like, he gotta do a little bit more to warrant it. It's what we call being cute. You know what I'm saying? You might be going through something in your head or something. Like, your girl might have made you mad. You walking down the street looking mad. That wasn't for me. So I don't take it as, you ain't direct nothing to me. You just happen to glance my way. Like, I'm not taking your funny stirs personal, right? That's keeping it real with myself, because I know I got a child that if I throw it on the line for this guy that I don't even know, and I ain't gonna even get no points from him because I don't know him. Once you hear the story of how reckless I was acting towards a person that I didn't know for looking at me in a certain kind of way, you gotta kind of think like, dang, so was that the first person in your whole life ever looked at you funny? Like, why did he deserve it and nobody else didn't deserve it? Like, he stepped on your shoe and didn't say he's sorry. You held the door open and he didn't say thank you. Like, was that the first person that done that? Oh, your girl messing with another dude. I'm a cold G, I'm a cold gangster, but my heart involved. It's passion. I don't love him, but I love him, right? And all that, man. Be real with yourself, right? Be real with yourself. I don't love him. I don't take him out to eat. I ain't here to trick or treat. I ain't heard of that. All that. And then you find out a dude smash your joint, right? Does that really warrant killing somebody? Like, if you let that man live, right? You continue to live a little longer, you might find out that the next one, man, this life is weird. Plus probably, I'm not judging, but you might be moving and grooving in your own tune. So it's like, why that man deserve to get it? Why you ain't kill yourself? Or why you ain't? It's like, y'all gotta calm it down, man. Look, keep it real. Keep it real with yourself, right? Think before you do stuff. Calm down all that just going hard, man. Like, you can't even enjoy the points that you get from going hard, because your whole story after that is all jail time. For the next couple of years, people might remember a little something about you. And that's only because they keep bringing flowers to that person's grave. The moment they forget about that person, they forget about you as well, right? So, like, nobody don't even know your story out here. Like, the jail is packed with killers. What make your story greater than your cellie? You know what I'm saying? Oh, the person you done dirty deserve it? Not deserve it because you was emotionally, in a rampage, because they actually did something heinous that warrants that they don't need to be here no more, And I'm not warranting, I'm not stopping killing nobody, I'm not stopping hurting nobody. And our actuality is to it's the op. It's like I'm saying, half the things y'all pull out a gun for, you could talk to a person or just smack the taste out their mouth. You know, that would be being a gangster, and that would be keeping it real, cause you actually went hard. You know, and you got some points, and then but that would be like too much, right? World War Polo Entertainment Group. Chill with the going hard so much, man. If y'all gonna, do anything, keep it gangster, man. Do some homework on what a gangster is before you start claiming something and banging something. You know what I mean? It's like y'all running around with all this blue on, talking about sue woo. Y'all confused and like what's really good. You know what I mean? Claim it and bang it. Like keep it real with yourself. Keep it gangster with yourself and your family. That's who you owe. And all that going hard is for nothing most of the time, man. Because it equals to nothing at the end. Loss of life, loss of time, loss of family, loss of loved ones, and it wasn't even worth it. You know what I'm saying? World War Polo Entertainment Group, man. Y'all understand that we trying to change the narrative. This is my word for 2018. I'm going to say it, I'm going to say it, I'm going to claim it, and I'm going to bang it. You feel me? Narrative. We changing the narrative. Let's change the way we think. Let's change the way we go hard. Let's change the way we recognize that real is supposed to be real. You know what I mean? Real is supposed to be something that you can feel as well as see. Bravo Polo Entertainment Group, we out here.